All right, welcome back into week 5 of USL Adventure. Jake, ready to play How's Your Touch?
I am. I'm 0 for life at this point, so let's see if we continue that trend.
Oh, we're only 2 weeks in. Let's see how this goes this year. I think we're gonna together along the way. So this week I bring to you, I'm going to ask you to name the top 5 active goal scorers in USL Championship history. You have 30 seconds on the clock. Go.
Top
Remember, they have to be
5
active.
active. Is Justin Dillon one of them?
He is not.
Damn.
I don't have the full list right in front of me. I just have my answers, so I can't tell you how close. Got 10 seconds.
It's not Andy Cabrera, is it?
It's not. We have talked about this player, Pittsburgh striker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's 30 seconds. All right, so the top 5 active goal scorers right now that you can still see in USL Championship. We have Kim Lancaster with 89 goals for Lexington. We have Sebastian Guenzati with 81 goals for DCFC. We have Augie Williams with 79 goals playing for Pittsburgh Riverhounds. We have Enzo Martinez with 77 goals back with the Legion this year. And then another guy we've mentioned a couple times this year, Jennings, has 70 goals, currently doing it for the Battery. So those are the top 5 active goal scorers in USL Championship history. All right. So we only had 9 games this week, so a little bit later on the schedule, but I have 5 to Jake's 4. So I'm going to lead us off, and Jake, I'm going to take us actually out west for our first game, and we're going to go see the Oakland Roots versus Rhode Island FC. Rhode Island, again, on the road because their stadium, which you can see in this picture behind me, is still under construction. So the grass is down, but the stadium is just being finished up. But we're inside 1 month and unveiling this bed on the water in Rhode Island. So looking forward to that. But as far as stadiums in Oakland, we mentioned it last week. They moved into the Oakland Coliseum this year. The official capacity is listed online as 15,000. Obviously, they broke the record with 20,000 last week. But I don't need to go the whole history of the Coliseum. Obviously, it's pretty famous, but just mention it's opened in 1966. And the Oakland Roots are the third soccer club to call the Coliseum home. Before them was the Clippers and cell days 68, and then the Oakland Stompers in the NASL in 1978 also played at the Coliseum as their home stadium. As far as this game goes, Oakland could have used a little bit of help. 3-0 win for Rhode Island. All 3 goals in the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time of the first half. Dequa in the 40th minute. Holstad with an absolute rocket off of Maxi Rodriguez bounce. And then the last one was JJ Williams picks up the ball right at half line. The keeper makes a suicide attempt, goes around him. Easy as you like. 3-0 for Rhode Island. For Oakland, only 7 total shots, 1 on target. They had 56% possession, but didn't do a whole lot with it. Whereas Rhode Island, 14 shots, 9 on target, 44% possession. 2 guys I wanted to mention from this game. He did get burned on the last goal by JJ Williams, but honestly, Kendall McIntosh is having a pretty decent season. He's got 1 shutout. He's second in the league with 15 saves. So I know they've given up quite a few goals and they're in last place, but he could be a bright spot for them going forward. And then for Rhode Island, Albert Dequa, he's got 1 goal, one assist so far this year. He's got 53 career goals in USL, and he had 9 for Rhode Island last year. So another player that you should watch if you check out any Rhode Island games this year. Jake, where are you in Pup taking us?
Bella was crying because she knows I'm about to cover El Paso Locomotive. She's a gigantic fan. So Lexington came to town. Former goalkeeper Logan Ketterer returns to the SWUP. In parentheses, sorry, bro, it's just business. El Paso allowed Lexington to hold 54% of the ball. El Paso's counterattack was solid, defense even better. One guy I was really excited to see play since we started doing this podcast was Marcus Epps. It ended up being what I wanted to see out of him. If I ever get to watch him in a neutral site, I think it'll be more fun. But El Paso did a fantastic job of neutralizing him. It was almost as if he was playing as like a wing back. He was coming super, super deep to receive the ball. He never really got too involved in the offensive buildup, which was a really good sign for El Paso. You get to the 11th minute. Nicholas Firmino plays in a cross. Jamali Waite sort of parries it when he maybe should have caught it, but bounces it, and it goes right to Kieran Sargent, who sort of heads it towards goal. Brian Romero, waiting on the goal line, heads it off the line. Fantastic defensive play. We were talking in the group chat about it. I was actually at this game live, freezing my ass off, but we were talking about it or whatever. We have a midfielder, a midfield pivot, a guy wearing 6 and a guy wearing 8, which is like awesome. And then we have a center back wearing number 7, which drives me insane. But Brian Romero has proved to be a really, really good defender for us. We get to the 22nd minute. Set piece SFC. Gabby Torres sends in a corner. Palermo Ortiz and center back skies for it. Goes way up, heads it in. Really, really good goal. Gabby Torres has really impressed me this season. 48th minute, or the 40th minute, I'm sorry. Gabby Torres intercepts the ball, sort of cuts in. It was supposed to be a pass for Epps, I believe. He cuts in, intercepts it, makes a run from midfield, and then sort of as he's falling, he plays a perfect through ball into Andy Cabrera, who latches onto it and scores a goal that pretty much anybody could have scored. He was right on target. So, I mean, not a lot of talent required for that goal, but he gets it. He's got 2 goal contributions this season, 8 away from me forcing myself to buy a jersey with his name on it. So he didn't have any goal involvements in this game, but Amando Moreno has been fantastic. Like when we decide to play long balls, playing balls over top. That guy is so fast. Small dude, but he's a fighter, man. He goes, rips those balls out and tries to make plays. And then in the words of Stugatz, strap it on, Jim. I'm going to take you for a ride. Stressful second half, and not just because it had gotten really, really cold at that point, and I stood up the whole game. 68 minute. Who is marking Corey Burke? If you guys have a chance to go back and watch this play, just ridiculous. Elliot Goldthorpe just drags 2 defenders and lays it off to Burke, who commits Jamaican on Jamaican crime by scoring on Jamali Waite. Super, super build up, really good from Goldthorpe. And then the thing I don't understand is the guy who's literally, there could have been 2 defenders that could have latched onto Burke, and neither one of them picked up the assignment. Super easy goal. And then pretty much just hung in there for the rest of the match. Jamali Waite made a few more good saves, and Locomotive comes out of it with the win. My first game of the season, too. So what do you think of that?
No, Moreno has been great. I was going to say, like, his hold-up play, his size is super impressive for sure.
He's
right.
Mean, man. He's a little pit bull.
He is. You're right. Fighter is a good word. All right, so we're going from freezing El Paso, I suppose, back up to the Virginia area and United FC versus Hartford. So our second game here in Loudoun now. So some quick hitters on them. As DC United's reserve team. And DC United is actually still 20% minority owners, which is like interesting, especially when we start talking about USL and a Division I and what that would mean. So that's just fun little thing to think about. They've actually finished in 11th place the last 3 years. although they are currently in first place. They got 4 wins, so hopefully they can get it put it together this year, but we'll see. In this game, like I mentioned, the 2 goals, Tingy in the 51st minute and Bedeau. I'm sorry, I think it's Bedois. I don't know. Bidois. I should have looked that one up. In the stoppage time, gets the goal, and then for Hartford, again stoppage time. For Loudon, they had 11 shots, 4 on target, 69% of the possession. Hartford, woeful, 6 shots, 1 on target, 31% possession. That comes a little bit with, losing a guy in the 68th minute. But, again, Hartford has been pretty woeful all season. Again, I'm going to slaughter his name, but forward Riley Bedois is one to watch for Loudon. He's already got 2 and 1 off the bench this game. I think his other one came off the bench too, so proving to be an asset in those situations. And then a guy, I mean, it's hard to find a guy in Hartford right now, but a guy that I liked last year is the goalkeeper Anthony Siaha. He was with Monterey Bay the last couple of years. He's actually, he's allowed 7 goals in 4 games. He's on a bad Hartford team. But he's only made 62 appearances in 6 years in the USL Championship. He hasn't really had like a full grasp of a starting lineup. So, goalkeepers tend to age, or I guess hit their prime later in life, and he's about 26, so maybe you'll start to see him develop. But when you watch him play, he has got all the tools. So some for sure. But that takes us back to you, Jake.
All right, so we are heading to Sacramento. Louisville makes a long trip over to Northern California. Pretty even matchup, 49% possession to Sacramento, 51 to Louisville. Louisville had more shots. They had 11, 4 on target to Sacramento's 9 with 3 on target. I just want to say I love Sacramento Stadium, Heart Health Park. They have like a really dedicated fan base. I'm friends with a couple people on Blue Sky that are Sac fans. Really, really cool fan base, really cool park. I like it. This is sort of a battle of the long balls in this one. A lot of playing it long, old school, proper football, as they would say. 30th minute, Danny Vitiello makes a point-blank split save, which would end up being a trend for him this game. Just insane, just coming out and blocking shit point-blank. He had a tremendous game until the very end. 63rd minute, little give and go gives Louisville a chance in the box, but Vitiello, another one. Like, it was super, super good. Guy gets pretty much an open look right in front of his defender, and Vitiello comes out, boom, does the splits, and it bounces, I think, off his lower arm. In the 69th minute, nice. Bad back pass from Luis Arturo Ordonez leads to a rushed clearance and a more of a heavy touch by Damian Las, the Louisville keeper. Sacramento's Christian Pirano gets it and sends a long one. So it's a heavy touch, and then he's got to play it hard, and it's just a bad pass. Pirano picks it up, and long shot over the keeper goes in. That play from the goalkeeper was the rushed pass was off a really, really heavy press from Sacramento, and I put in quotes, "This is why you press." Really, really good stuff. Great team goal in a way. And then this ends up being the 3rd match in a row that Sacramento has given up points off of something in the 80th minute or after. This one is all the way in the 99th minute, pretty much the last play of the game. Really, really good counterattack from Louisville. So a cross gets put up. Vitiello, similar situation where I was talking about with Waite earlier, probably should have caught it. It looked like he probably could have caught it. He was already having a really, really good game, as I said, but he punches it, and a sack player goes to clear it as the ball's coming down. The sack player kicks it, but it literally goes straight up and off the head of Amadou, who all he had to do was just lean over. The ball ricochets off his head, goes over Vitiello's head, and you got a tie game and literally the whistle blows right after. Just really, really, I'm sure Sacramento's sore. I'm sure the fans are sore. That is just some rotten luck.
Say that was everyone expected of like the talent on those two teams, but they could definitely contend for at the end of the season.
Oh, I agree.
And just like that, we transfer. Our Detroit for DCFC Monterey Bay FC game. Some quick hitters about Detroit. Second visit to Keyworth. So DCFC was founded in 2012. They played in the MPSL for a number of seasons before joining 2020 and played there in 2020, 2021, and then joining USL Championship in 2023. They are former NISA champs, and last year, round of 16 was in the Cup, so it's fun. The rest of it, not much. This is a Detroit City FC special. I'm not totally convinced that Danny Dicchio has gone to the school of Jose Mourinho and no fun, no goals. DCFC, they did manage to get 11 shots possession, 8 shots, 3 on target, 53%. It's 2. Starting to feel some frustration. I feel like they something work season, but I'm gonna leave that game nice and clean and short. I don't have a lot of positive things to say about it. Detroit is in fine shape. They've only lost 1 game, but starting to raise some red flags. So from that Las Vegas for Party with the Lights.
Yeah, so this one, like on paper, kind of looks like a boring score line between two clubs that are having issues getting the ball in the net, but it was actually really, really exciting. Went back and watched this one. Pretty dead even. 52% of the ball for Las Vegas Lights. Only 1 shot on target for Orange County. But that's not counting a lot of shots that went off the woodwork. 32nd minute, Orange County hits the crossbar in a header, like a solid header goes off the crossbar. 35th minute, crazy stretched out save from Orange County goalkeeper Colin Shuttler off an absolute piss missile from Christian Pinzon. Like, he slams this thing. I don't know how he got to it. Great save from Shuttler. The 43rd minute, it's Las Vegas's keeper's turn. Raiko Rosarena gets to make a crazy save off another rocket shot from Usmane Sila. Really, really good run leading up to the shot, and an even better save to keep the score 0-0. We get to the 90th minute, or 93rd minute, I'm sorry. And, oh my God, what a long ball from, I really don't want to say this name. Henaro. How did I phonetically do it?
Come struggle with us
Ne-
on this adventure bus of names.
no, this one is bad and you're going to hear it when I say it. So after this, I'm only going to call him Henaro. So it's Henaro Nigaro. He is Italian from New Jersey, and that is the last time I will ever say his last name. From his own end, playing left back, really, really, really good long ball from him. Naite Pickering gets on the end of it, and the 20-year-old sub chips the keeper and sends the home fans home happy, or maybe not, because boos can be heard. Orange County is not that bad of a drive to Vegas, so who knows? But there was a very, very large amount of boos you could hear after he scored that goal. But overall, an exciting match for a 1-0. Good for Las Vegas. Orange County has some things to figure out, but overall, a fun game.
All right. So from there, we're gonna go down to Charleston, one of my favorite places. Patriot Point. So for Charleston, little USL D1 heat check. Stadium capacity, no. Patriots Point is a shared stadium with the College of Charleston. I think it's 3 points expandable to like 5. Cool game, but not. He has to fit within the 1 million metro population. But if we're saying 70% do, you want to find as many as possible. Charleston is only 800 technically meet the qualifications of the 1 million. And ownership, I found the guy who primary owner. I evidence of his net worth. It does sound like he's wealthy, but I don't think he meets that $40 million threshold that's necessary for an owner of a D1 club as far as USSF sanctions go. So Charleston would have a hard time with Division One in that sense. But onto this game, being one of the better teams in the East last year, Charleston gets a good win here, 2-1. Cal Jennings haunts Tampa Bay with a penalty time in the first half, and then Myers gets a I believe from Tampa Bay, scores in 75th minute, one back. Quite a bit of action. Charleston 11 shots, 6 on target, 55% possession. Tampa Bay 9 shots, 3 45% possession. So guy I want to mention midfielder Aaron Malloy. He's an engine for Louisville. Saw him play well in Memphis too. He's a bender guy. From Ireland, played I believe 3 seasons in Happy Valley and Penn State. So good one. And then on him at this point, but for Tampa Bay, Arteaga, 0 goals, 0 assists on the season. Been insanely quiet, and Tampa Bay is struggling. They need to get him firing. He had 18 goals, 3 assists last year. He's certainly capable of doing that. But this guy got to get that whole offense going in Tampa. All right, so from there, Jake, your last game, we're going to San Antonio. Is that correct?
Yes. Phoenix comes to town to face San Antonio FC. San Antonio controlled this match. 62% of the ball, 14 shots to 8. And the crazy part, 326 passes to 174. Phoenix ended up winning this game 2-1. Not a lot in the first. Not really anything happening. In the 48th minute, San Antonio gets a chance off a corner, but Canadian goalkeeper for Phoenix, Tristan Henry, or maybe it's Henri, makes a huge save. Double save, actually. Makes a really, really good double save off that. Keeps it even at 0-0. 59th minute, after a slide, Jimmy Madrana trying to make a tackle in the box, sort of misses the ball, and the ball gets kicked up and makes contact with his arm. He's called for a handball, and Phoenix is awarded the pen. Remy Cabral ends up slotting the penalty home in the 60th minute for Phoenix to go up 1-0. In the 62nd minute, long ball from San Antonio goalkeeper Richard Sanchez. It's targeting Jake LaCava, but he ends up getting walloped by Henry, who collides with him, just hand to face, mush. He slammed LaCava. At the initial part, it kind of looked like, oh boy, he's milking that, but no, he got smoked. And then in the 65th minute, Jorge Hernandez ends up sinking the pen. We got 1-1, even back up. Then in the 68th minute, it was from 59 to 68 minutes. Everything that happened in this game happened in this game. Margarita from Phoenix gets a goal here. Great run from Isan Sako, having a really, really good season himself. Lays it off to Margarita in the box. Margarita sort of dances with it, beats two guys. Another guy comes up. He beats him too and slams this ball into the top shelf. Really, really hard goal, near post. He just really tough angle, hammers this thing home. Nothing he can do with it. Great goal for Phoenix, and they get the win 2-1.
I mean, I don't mind doing it. Oh. All right. Pay no attention to the man behind the mirror of how any of this looks or sounds. All right. So from San Antonio, we're head back to the Midwest for a game in Indianapolis between Indy and North Carolina FC. Quick hitter about Indianapolis. They're founded in 2013. Played in NASL from 2014 to 2017, and they've been in the USL since 2018. Last season, they had an awesome run to the U.S. Open Cup semifinal and lost to Sporting KC in that semi. But in this game, 2-2 tie, kind of a hard one for them to swallow. They get up early on an own goal, and then Chiza in the 48th minute makes it 2-0. And then from there, Conway gets a goal quickly for North Carolina to make it 2-1. And Donovan in the 3rd minute of stoppage time breaks Indy's hearts. So 2-2 draw. Indy had 13 shots, 5 on target, 48% possession. To North Carolina FC's only 6 shots, only 2 shots on target, 52% possession, 9 corners for Indy in this game. They were playing at home, really dominated. Unlucky to not get all 3 points for sure. A couple guys I want to mention, like the guy who got the goal, Chiza, for Indy. He's got 23 goals in 107 appearances in professional soccer. He's been around for a while. A Pittsburgh kid, went in the first round of the MLS draft to New England. A lot of goal scoring potential. Still only 26, so one to watch. And then Conway for North Carolina, he's got 3 goals now in 5 matches. It's just tied for second in the league. So another guy to keep an eye on. All right, so that's all our games for this week. I want to start with the Nate Steinwasser Gold Glove watch. It still remains Penaranda. I know Tulsa didn't play this week, but he still leads with the league with 2 shutouts. Has 7 saves, only 1 goal allowed. But I will mention a guy that you mentioned earlier, a guy that I'd put on for OLI is a Rosarena for Las Vegas. He's only got 2 appearances so far this season, but in both appearances he's got shutouts, so he hasn't allowed a goal. He's only had to make 2 saves so far, but all the same, he a really, really, really solid goalkeeper. I was impressed with him last year. Cuban national team goalkeeper. A very, very solid player. So definitely one that could push the rest of the season. For you, how about what do you got for player of the week?
So, player of the week, call me a homer all you want, but I saw this happen live, and it was fantastic. My player of the week is Gabby Torres. former Phoenix man, has come here and done really, really good things for El Paso, playing as either a left wing back in a 5-2 whatever that they run, or a left mid in the 3-4-3. Guy is super, super good. His first assist came off a corner. He's really, really good sharing those duties with Memo Diaz. They kind of switch places on the field to take opposite side free kicks. And then the other one, as I said, was just he put it on a plate for my boy Andy to score the second goal. Player of the week, Gabby Torres, 21 of 28 passes, 2 chances created, 1 big chance created, 1 total shot, and it was on target. 56 touches, 2 of 2 on successful dribbles, 3 passes into the final third, and one a tackle. Super, super game from Gabby Torres. I really like this signing. It was probably my favorite signing of the season.
Well, sorry. That is no, that's a good call out. Definitely one of the best performers this week. So looking at next week, for me, the game I'm excited to watch is Rhode Island and Detroit City. Although it's not this next week, that's 2 weeks. I apologize. That what I meant to say was Phoenix and Detroit City. Detroit goes out to the desert to take on Phoenix, so that'll be a fun one. What game are you looking forward to this weekend?
I am very interested to see FC Tulsa back at it again, as I waxed poetically last week about how I really, really enjoy watching them play defense. And then they're going up against a team that does not know how to score goals this year, apparently, in Oakland. And then I believe Lexington versus Las Vegas has potential to be really, really fun. Would be good to see Marcus Epps get back on track against a team that seems susceptible to counters.
Yeah, certainly. He's been electric so far at the beginning of this season. All right, Jake. Well, that's it for week 5, buddy. We'll do this again next week. Good talking to you.
Sounds good. Take it easy, man.